Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to every NFL team's mid-season review. Oh yeah, today's the day where I'm going to go over every single team and tell you guys if they're doing above, beyond, or meeting the expectations I had for them coming into this season. Do also want to remind you guys, this is a pre-record. I am heading to Texas today, but I'll be back Sunday, so don't worry. Monday we'll be back to live videos. Not sure if I'm going to have anything Friday. Like I said, I'm going to try and get it done, but in case I don't, this is just a warning. Couple of plugs as always. Don't forget to use code Wyatt's World on G Fuel or Prize Picks. You can save yourself a discount on any G Fuel products or match up to $100 of your first deposit. But that's all I got. So let's get into every team's mid-season review. Alright guys, so here is the list that we are working with today. Starting at the top, we've got teams who have been much better than I imagined. Under that, we've got teams who have just been, slightly better. In the middle, we've got teams who have done exactly what I advertised. Under that, we've got teams who have done worse than I imagined. And at the bottom, we've got teams who have done shockingly worse than I imagined. Pretty simple, right? Awesome, let's get into it. So, starting off, we got the Atlanta Falcons, and you guys are shockingly worse than I imagined. I thought you were gonna win the division. And I would say you're just doing worse because technically you're still in contention, but Arthur is shitting the bed so bad that, no, you guys are shockingly worse than I ever would have thought you would be. Up next, we got the Lions. They're what I advertised. I knew they were gonna be this beast. I talked them up all offseason, and now I get to sit back and relax and watch it unfold. Very rarely do I get to celebrate about being right about something, but that one I hit right on the head. Now we've got the Ravens. Much better than I imagined. I was critiquing them all offseason, and they were playing out of their minds. Their defense is what, first or second best in the entire league? And on top of that, their offense, which really honestly doesn't have the best weapons and they're injury riddled, is performing at a very high level. Like the Ravens are an elite team. After the Ravens, we got the Texans. Oh, so they are what I advertised, but they're slightly better than that too. I mean, CJ was my rookie of the year, but I didn't think he was gonna be this fucking dominant. I didn't think the receivers would be this explosive. You know what I mean? I said 7 to 9 wins, definitely what they're on pace for, but they're looking better than I thought they would be in the process. Now we've got the Bills. I don't know if shockingly worse is fair. No, it definitely is. I thought they were going to the Super Bowl and they fucking suck right now. Like them being 5-4, yeah, it's above 500. It's a decent record, but I thought they were gonna be like 7-2 at this point in the season. It's just not even close to what I was hoping for. And now we got Carolina. Exactly what I imagined. Literally exactly to a T. However, I will say I think Frank Reich might be one and done there. I gave him some credit coming into Carolina, but I think he's just kind of a dumbass. Moving on, we got the Bengals. Lately, they've definitely been better than I imagined they would be, especially how the season started. Like, I thought I was going to be right with them getting third in the division, which is what I predicted, and now it's looking like they're going to be in contention to maybe take it over at some point. Like, I knew they were not going to be bad. I knew this division entirety was going to be competitive, but no, they're outperforming my expectations. Now we got Cleveland. Told you. I said they were gonna be good. I did. I drank the Kool-Aid again. This one's working out for me. They're sitting 5-3 right now. Like I said, super competitive division, but they're playing good football and they're dodging a lot of obstacles. Now moving on, we got the Cardinals. They're doing better than I thought. I would say much better, but they only got 1 win, so it's kind of hard to give them that much credit. However, it's just the performance of that actual team. And I know last week they got destroyed, but that was a Clayton Tune shit show. The actual performance of this team this year, though, has been better than I would have ever thought. Like I said, their defense, they can surprise you, and Gannon somehow, some way, can come out of a loss looking better than he did going in, which is just not usual. Moving on, we got Dallas. They're a little worse than I thought, and even though I still think they outplayed Philly on Sunday, they lost. You know, they slipped again. They're 5-3, which is not bad, but I was talking these guys up like they were gonna be a brick wall that couldn't be taken down, and well, they have been taken down 3 different times already. Keep fighting, Dallas. I'm still with you. And now we got San Francisco. Definitely worse than I imagined. This team's been playing so shitty, they just had to go out and get Chase Young to try and compensate for it. Guarantee you, if they were not on a 3-game losing streak, they wouldn't have even entertained that trade. I know it sounds like I'm kind of ripping at you guys, but in all honesty, I think you are cowards. Like, I do. I think you guys are a bunch of cowards who have a ton of money, if not unlimited money, to pay whoever you want. But anytime something even remotely starts going south, you guys immediately just gotta go out and try and get somebody, some mega superstar to come in and further elevate you. And this time it might not be a mega superstar, but I would still classify Chase Young as a superstar. Now we've got the Vikings. I'm not gonna lie, they're much, much, much better than I thought. They're already at their total. I had them at 5 wins coming into this year. I thought they were gonna be horrible. Like I've been mentioning about Flores, he's been able to turn that defense into something, and Kevin O'Connell has dodged any bullet shot at him, and there's been about 500 this year. Jefferson's hurt, Kirk's hurt, Davenport's constantly hurt. We don't have a run game. Now Cam Akers just tore his Achilles. O-line has like 2 of the best guards in football. Where did that come from? Now we got Denver. Shockingly worse than I imagined. You guys know that. I made a very stupid bet about them that I'm going to pay the ultimate price for in about 8 weeks. Now we've got the Raiders, who have been everything I advertised. I know they got a nice win against the Giants, but I said they were gonna suck. And with McDaniels up until, 2 weeks ago, they sucked. It is gonna be so interesting to keep up with this team right now. Like, I seriously want to see what they're capable of with a coach with a brain. Now we got the Giants. Shockingly worse than I ever would have thought. They were a playoff team last year, and now they look like a bottom 3 team in football. Right now, it's still got to be Arizona, Carolina, and then probably the Giants, and then Green Bay slightly above them. I still think Green Bay is ass, so we'll be talking about them right now. They're actually doing worse than I thought. Not shockingly worse, but they're doing worse. I thought the Packers were going to be like a 500 team this year. I mean, I will say I'm right on one thing, Matt LaFrade. I mean, yeah, I called them out. He's terrible, and he is. But I just thought that the offense would be playing better. I thought Love would be playing better. I thought Jair would be playing better. I thought a lot of people would be playing better. Now we got the Jets. Okay, so they're actually doing about what I advertised. Either way, I'm going to say they're overperforming without Aaron Rodgers, but if they had Rodgers, they're doing about what I thought they would be doing. I never thought they were going to beat out the Dolphins or the Bills. At least, I really don't think I ever said that. I said they would maybe be in contention for a wild card spot, but it would take them a while to get the hang of things. And I mean, the while is the fact that Rodgers isn't playing, but they are in wild card contention, certainly. And now we got the Bears. Oh, much worse, much worse. I took a big sip of that Kool-Aid, and it tasted like ass. I thought Fields was going to be electric. I thought Tremaine Edmonds was going to come and make a huge difference. Thought their O-line was going to be better than it was, and no, they're just the same shitty Bears. Now we got the Saints. As a team, they're doing about what I thought. I will say, though, I've been wrong about Derek Carr. I had him as the passing leader, and I'm going to have to clown myself on that for the entire year because, yeah, as of now, that was an absolutely stupid take. Moving on, we got the Colts. They're much better than I thought. I'm going to be honest. Like, they already got 4 wins. I think I might have had them at 4 all year. They're playing really, really good football, and it's all because of their offense floating around the top 10. Their defense absolutely sucks, but this team, this club, they're playing a lot better than I ever thought they would. All right, moving on, we got Jacksonville. They are what I advertised. In first place of their division, playing good football. The only aspect that's not really performing to what I thought is Calvin Ridley, and I guess Trevor, too. Trevor's not playing bad, though. Kelvin, he really is not playing good ball. The reason I say that is because he's not really getting targeted. I mean, last game he did, but more games than none, he's not getting targeted, and that would mean he's just not getting open. Kansas City, what I advertised. I thought they were going to be elite. They're elite. They always are. Chargers, what I advertised. An absolute shit show. An elite team that's underperforming because their coach is holding them back. Now, they did just get a nice win off of the Jets, but I never for a second thought that they were going to be in contention to take their division, and I never really thought they were going to be above 500, which they're at right now, but I don't think they're going to go above it. The Rams, better than I imagined, slightly. They're not much better, but they are doing better to a degree. And until Stafford got hurt, I should have said. But they got Wentz now. Maybe some magic can cook. They've had great offensive performances. They might not be winning every game, but they're better than the shit turd I thought they were. And we got Miami. They're about what I advertised. Good, but not perfect, and far from it. All right, now we got the Patriots. Worse than I imagined. I said they were gonna bottom the division, but I mean, they're way, way worse, man. All their fans were talking about the Bill O'Brien transaction, and he's been fucking useless. Now we got the Eagles. What I advertised, dominant, and that's what they are. It's what they always will be, as long as they have Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni, apparently. And the entire O-line, the elite receivers, and Georgia's defense. Steelers, better than I imagined. I knew that was gonna come too. I said I underrated them when I placed them, but I think I had to have somebody bottoming the division, and it was them. Which they still could, but I just never know with them, man. You can't predict the Steelers. It's impossible. Seattle, they're doing what I advertised. Geno is not, but the team as a whole, they're sitting in second place. They are contending to take first. And if Geno can get his head straight, they have a legitimate chance to. But for now, they're doing what I said they would do. Moving on, we got the Buccaneers. Okay, I'll still give them better. I was going to say they started off better, but now they're not doing too good. And I said they were going to win about 5 games. However, Baker Mayfield is still playing a better ball game than I ever thought. The offense looks better than I thought. But But don't let it fool you, man. They lost like their last 4 games. And I don't think they're gonna win their next 3. Titans, what I advertised. Last place. Not gonna do anything this year, probably. Haven't done a whole lot other than Will Levis's one performance. And maybe he can turn it around completely, but I don't know. I wouldn't bet on it being a playoff run. And ending, we got the Commanders. They are better than I imagined. Actually, fuck it. They're much better. They're competing week in and week out. They've competed with the Eagles twice, nearly beating them. And Sam Howell is an absolute machine. I knew he was good, but I didn't think he was a machine, and he is a machine. I'll say they're outperforming my expectations by a lot. Even though they're not doing that well, they are playing some pretty good football. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is every team's midseason review so far. As you can see, nobody's perfect, and it's very normal to be wrong by a lot of things, at least if you're me. However, that is going to be all for this video, guys. If you did appreciate it, you already know what to do to show support, but in the meantime, I'm going to get this edited so you guys can watch it on time. I hope you all have a fantastic Thursday, and as always, I will see you in the next video.